Boom. All right. Got the mic on. Testing. 1, 2. All right. Now, I'm on original hardware with original disc, and hopefully this doesn't cause my memory card to corrupt or anything. But I got the console working. All I had to do was, give it some alcohol, just like most alcoholic people, most people from the early 2000s, just like this system. And it decided to work properly. Now all I gotta do is build about 50 to 55 photon and crash the game again. Or at least see if it's the disc or if it was the emulated software. Man, I can't believe this crash has just, like, never been found before. The way I play the game, I've been so close to crashing the game multiple times because I've always just switched weapons after doing a photon, or after doing a blast, and then switched back to TGS, and I'm very surprised I never crashed the game earlier than that. Gotta love the HUD flicker in 480i, yeah. Alright, 58, that's good enough. Alright. I'm on weapons. Actually, I can make this easier for myself if I do this. Yeah, insta crash. Heck, I didn't even need to do that. I could have done that with 20. I didn't need to get to 50. I only needed above 20. If I do normal special, I could even do it faster. Bruh. Yeah, no, this is just a programming error with the TJS. This is hilarious. Oh. Alright, now that I know it's original hardware does it too, I'm going to go back to the other GameCube. That's crazy. That's crazy. I found a new glitch in 2025 for PSO. Holy shit. This is the second glitch I've found in PSO. First, I found principal skip. Then I find this shit. At least the first one was usable. I don't know what the hell this one's doing. Now you need to try it on PAL, see if it's a US bug. If this is a US bug. If I've discovered another bug that's exclusive to US, well, go me. USA. USA. Another reason why the US version is probably inferior to the PAL version, as you always say to me. That's the wrong GameCube controller. Hope my Kasami didn't get from this. What? Wait, what are you even? I genuinely don't know what you're talking about when you say that. But, like, would it get wrecked? Because the game's not saving. If I reload the game every single time, it would not load a corrupted version of the Kasami. Like, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know there was another glitch I was unaware about that did something with Kasami bracers every time you crash the game. I genuinely can't tell if you're joking or not. Please tell me you're joking. Please say psych. Please say psych. save when I enter the guild, though? I mean, yeah, it saves anytime you do a new... Every time you enter single player. Does that mean if I go offline single player every single time, it'll wreck the thing? No bug fix patch. If the DFP was over 15, it gets reset to 0 for hacks. Oh! Oh no. I genuinely don't remember how much DFP I had on this damn thing. Well, I guess I'll find out. If not, I'll have to look for another Kasami Bracer. I didn't know that was a glitch. I didn't know Kasami Bracer itself was a glitch. Hold up, what is... Alright, Kasami Bracer. 96 to 146 defense power. And if I can't do basic math in my head right now... That's the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, so that's been put to baseline defense, for sure. Yes, my Kasami Bracer has been ruined. So I'm fine? Yeah, I'm fine. I now have a Kasami Bracer with +0 defense. Instead of whatever it potentially had earlier, and I genuinely don't remember if it had anything good or if it was bad. Cool! I don't know, the Kasami Bracer in here somewhere. To compare it to. Where would it always reset it, even if it's in here? I don't even have one in here. I don't know what I'm doing. And I found it before the bug fix patch came out that it was already 0. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember how long I've had this. I know I've had this since before the TJS, so it was probably already like that. Hell, we could go on, No, we can't go to the VOD earlier today. Even though I was on legs at some point, I don't think there's a way for me to check how much defense I had. Alright, I'm just going to test one more thing and then turn the stream off again. And then go take my meds and go to bed. I just want to see how long the photon attack lasts. I have shift on left C stick instead of having to shuffle through it. Yeah, I wasn't unaware that Kasami Bracer was bugged like that. Or rather, the game was bugged to do that with Kasami Bracer. That's crazy. I mean, I never planned on keeping Kasami Bracer anyways. As soon as I get a red ring, it's going... A red ring for legs specifically, it's being taken off, so it doesn't matter that much. Even the full 0 red ring that's available at level 180. When do they start using unpatched? See, the first thing I did was unpatched when I turned the stream on, because I wanted to test it unpatched. I did unpatched plus. And then I went to other console, right? But before that, was off stream, so... I don't remember. I have a backup save, from like a week ago. I could load that onto the other memory card and see if the Kasami Bracer has any different stats. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Do I care that much? Not really. Okay, hold up. Alright, at 39 I'm able to keep one photon, and I didn't really count how long it lasted. Did the photon attack go away when the photon number stops going down? Is that a slightly accurate assumption. It's like probably not 1-to-1, but that's what I think I saw. I gotta go back to my VOD and check that. God damn it, can't I just collapse the fucking chat so I don't have to... YouTube, I hate this update. Please fucking stop. Your webpage is awful. Alright. So I'm going... Man, YouTube stream is so much nicer than Twitch. I wouldn't have been able to do this on Twitch. Would have had to open up a VOD, and then wait for it to load, and then go to video editing, and then do shit. Yeah, it disappeared roughly as it stopped draining my photon. Okay. The PB drain stops when the new model appears. Really? Is that another thing? Took that long for it to load? Ah, you're right. So that just happened to be... Is that timing coincidental? Like, the photons stop being drained roughly the same time the... So actually, here, hold up. Let me get to a higher PB count. If I get to like 100 and then do 2 swings and then switch off of it without crashing the game, it should still drain past the point when the weapon comes out. I don't know the exact ruling or logic as to how the PB is drained, but I know that if you do 2 attacks with the PB, it will work differently slightly. I think, at least. I want to say I know this. Because anytime I do, like, all 3 attacks and then switch weapons off, and then it stops, it usually leaves me around, like, 30. But if I just do 1 attack, like the first attack, I'll stop it around 47. Second attack stops me around 60. And if I do the 3rd attack, that one takes the longest, so I usually end up, like, closer to, like, 30? I don't know why each attack has a different... It's because you can act differently. You're acting different times after each attack in the combo. That's probably why. Doesn't stop until the double cannon. Alright, yeah, let me get to 100 and then try the 2 attack. And switch to double cannon. In that case, is there a better weapon for me to be able to switch to? Is there weapons that load faster or slower? Depending on the model? Because if that's the case, I could switch to a weapon that has a faster loading time. To stop the PB drain faster. 69, nice. I like the individual pixels that are missing at any given point to make it look like it's round. Oh, wait, holy shit, I blocked. I got distracted looking at the PB bar and then just like forgot to heal because that would have killed me if I crit. Alright. So if I do a special switch to double cannon, does it stop at the double cannon thing? I don't think that second attack came out. Yeah, that just stopped almost instantly the moment, or that did stop instantly the moment the double cannon was visible. Gotta build up again. Went too soon, that's the problem. You know what, I gotta switch special attack to R, because I'm gonna press R and switch weapons fast. Just to try and minimize the time, so if I put special attack on the R button, it doesn't interrupt the attack. If I interrupt the attack like that, does that even consume the PB? Nice amount of PD, or TP, excuse me. 666. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. But without interrupting my attack. Yeah, no, it definitely kept going that time. So I think if you do just the first attack, it stops when another weapon's loaded, but what about the second attack? Did it stop when it looked like it stopped after... Alright, get to the point of contact. Yeah, no, the double cannon was fully visible the entire time. It was draining from about 30% onward. I wish I knew the math of how the TGS, because I know if you do all 3 attacks and then switch weapons, it will not save anything. So apparently doing the first 2 attacks with the Hugh Neural animation also doesn't save anything. Or female animation, I guess. I don't think there's a female that has a unique animation aside from maybe Fomaro? I don't know. I haven't used a sword on her yet. I don't remember using a sword on her at all. So does, like, each attack have its own amount of draining that it does until a certain point? Like, if you interrupt it by switching weapons? But it has to absorb that amount of stuff while it's doing it? So I guess I'm, like, switching weapons so fast that it doesn't interrupt the draining process. Here, I'm gonna wait for the weapon to full load and then try to switch off again. This is the first time I did something. Yeah, no, that's what I'm used to. I'm used to doing like first or third attack, usually to drain my PB and then switch weapons. But if I do more than one attack, it drains more. Like, that is something I was already aware of. I don't know the rules behind it, like I stated earlier. I don't know if there needs to be like some specific amount of PB taken, or if you do 2 attacks, it just drains it faster or something. I don't know the rules behind it. TGS is a little finicky. I was aware of that, but I didn't expect it to cause the game to crash. I'm gonna put the D-band on because I want to not insta-die. Then again, I could just avoid insta-dying without it too if I just, you know, watched how much damage they did. Like I'm doing now. Dude, I played this weapon for so long. Why am I just testing out weird shit now? Is it it's because of the crash. It's because of the crash. I'm now more intrigued by this weapon. Yeah, you need more than 20 PB for another attack to come out. That's why when you have low PB, if you do the first attack, if you do from what I was doing before off stream, if you have 40 PB, I think I just did it with like 43. If I do the first attack with 43 PB, it goes under 20 before I can get the second attack out. So I can't do a second attack with 40 PB. That was my logic and reasoning anyways. As long as you had enough to do an attack before you hit that threshold, the minimum amount threshold, you could do another big wave. But if you switched weapons, it would interrupt that. But if you do multiple attacks, it doesn't interrupt it for some reason. That's the thing that I know from just looking at and how I do it. I know for a fact that it's not above 0. I know you have to have above 20, even after you do the first attack. For sure. Because I've tried to do multiple attacks when I have above 0. You haven't... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're saying roughly the same thing. You just use more words and sound more intelligent. Just based on how I've experienced this weapon, if you do more than one, it takes more PB, even if you switch weapons. So even if you do save some, it doesn't save as much as just doing the attacks once. Because I have switched off after doing 2 attacks before, and it did save some. This time it just didn't save any, and I'm not sure why, but whatever. Yeah, okay, so if I do it right before it stops, it crashes. So, switching back to the TGS while the PB is being drained is what's causing the crash. Maybe the drain didn't sell because I moved extra attack to the back pallet? That is entirely possible, I didn't think about that. Now I want to test something else, but I don't want to... If I do 2 and then switch off again and special attacks on the same... That doesn't... The special attack button being present doesn't make any sense to me, though. Then again, there are a lot of things in this game that don't make sense to me, so that is entirely possible. I could start up and retest it, but, like... Right there, I waited a few seconds for the double cannon to be, like, almost loaded in, and then switch to the TJS. As long as it's still draining, this is pure speculation at this point. I have no way to confirm it. But like it looks like as long as the PB is still draining and you switch back to the sword after you switch off of it, it causes the game to crash. And as you can probably tell by the small freeze frame, we're still on the back palette. We're still on my R button palette. It's not switching to the special attack palette yet. Because I still have R held down in that moment. This is weird. Like, the weapon's not even loading, it's just crashing upon selecting it. Is it, like, just trying to draw data from... Is it trying to load something from a similar spot as to where the special attack is being... the calculations are being drawn from? But because I switch off the weapons, the calculations stop, but then I load back into the weapons, so the game freaks out because it doesn't know what to do because different special attack. If I switch to a different weapon other than the double cannon, does it do something different? Is it something... Okay, hold up. Now, is it something specific with the double cannon? Because the double cannon has its own unique special attack as well. Does it do it with other special attacks and other special weapons? Is it trying to, like, take a property of a special attack? I don't have no idea. I'm just spitballing random shit now. I'm spitballing theories that have absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing. I'm just curious now. I really gotta... Oh man, it's 1 a.m. Okay, this is gonna be like the last test, for sure. I have to go take my medication, which means I have to eat something. I haven't eaten anything in like 4 hours, so I can't take my meds on an empty stomach. I have chicken tenders. Sorry, not chicken tenders. I have dino nuggies. I can warm up a couple of those. You know what? Let's go to episode 2 this time. I beat the seabed today. Let's test this. Man, all I wanted to do was feed my Megs. How did feeding Megs and crashing the game lead to me doing this for like 6 hours? Fuck. I do have my RoboChow, but all the feeding I lost, I had the dex up to like 80 something. It was very close to the power. And then it crashed, and I had to start over again. Fuck. The trigger to stop the draining is loading the weapon for another weapon and to put the TGS control that is trigger occurs. Crash. Yeah. That seems self-explanatory. I hope that's the easy explanation and it makes sense. Ah, I thought I went to seabed. I hate how far it loads you away from the portal, but at the same time, I'm happy it does that sometimes. Did I click up twice? Is that why I went to CCA? Alright. Move the double cannon. Put Chameleon Scythe in the way. If I still crash with the Chameleon Scythe, well, I'm assuming I'm going to crash with the Chameleon Scythe. I'm not really expecting a different result, but if something else does happen, I'm going to be very surprised. I wonder how much of the weapon has to be loaded for it to do something. If I do mech guns... Mech guns have that weird thing where if you switch to them too soon and you have an attack going, it just loads the bullets from .00, the origin on the map. Or something shit like that. I wonder if that has any effect. I would imagine it doesn't do anything, but it'd be funny. It's just like, maybe it teleports the explosion to 0-0 and everything on the map just gets hit in between. Oh, that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid if that happened. It's not going to, but it'd be stupid. I can dream. I'm gonna have nightmares where I am hit by a TJS from across the planet. Yeah, that's a much better explanation than what's going through my head. I'm trying to be creative here. I have no idea. As someone who doesn't live by code and die by code, I can dream. I probably shouldn't be dreaming, and that's an entirely different issue, but I can dream. One more. I said one more. Thank you. Okay, I want to do 2 again and then switch weapons. And then switch back. Okay, no, it's not while it's draining, because that was still going when I switched back to the TGS. I let the Chameleon Scythe fully load, and the PB went to 0. So yeah, no, doing a 2 attacks for whatever reason just causes it to drain your entire bar of PB. Oh right, that was a special attack. No wonder I didn't get any percent. Alright, you just need to get to about 20. If I get to 20, like the bare minimum I need to launch the attack, can I avoid the crash? Hold up, now I'm curious. Hey Dolphin. Is that Echo? I want to call him Dan. Dolphin Dan. Nope, I still caused the crash. Even the PB is done draining. It's just the code is still going. I think it's not the PB draining, but rather the explosion is still available on screen. Because I had the absolute minimum for the explosion to occur, 20. Yeah, the front was on the front pedal this time. I wanted to test that again, because, like, I know for a fact if you do more than one attack, it drains more. And maybe if you do 2 and 3, because you usually do normal special, and then switch weapons, and then it stops at like 13 or something small. Maybe the second attack in the combo just has a different property where it doesn't stop if you start with the special attack. This is weird. I genuinely don't know. I wonder if this can ever be figured out in the code. It gets decompiled and you can figure out how it's actually intended to work. I don't know. This is weird. But what a crash. Yeah, that second attack is the weird one. It doesn't stop the draining if you switch weapons after doing a special attack. After doing 2 special attacks from no combo. I can't wait to tell Rorgagor tomorrow. I can show him the game crash. He's probably gonna see it. Bruh, I'm glad I found this out when I was just mag beating instead of me playing with Rorgagor, because we would have dove straight into this and tried to figure it out. Well, I would have dove straight into it. Well, he doesn't have a TJS yet. He doesn't have a TJS yet. So I will have to inform him of the ways he can crash the game. This is cool. Trying to remember how it works on BB. I'm sure you can switch weapons to stop the PB drain on BB. That could also be a bug if it's in the bug state of stop the PB drain if changing weapons and changing back crashes. If PB drain goes all the way, no matter what, then it won't crash. Yeah. I don't have a way to test that on Blueburst. I don't have a TGS on Blueburst, unfortunately. But I know someone who could. Someone who perhaps runs a Blueburst server and can just hack himself the weapons. Or, you know, fucking Plushie because he has a TJS on Blueburst. Oh wait, no, does he have one on Blueburst? I don't know if he has one on Blueburst. I may be wrong about that. Anyway, that's it for me right now. This was fun. This is fun trying to figure this out. Thanks for sticking with me, Ives. I'm gonna go get food and go take my meds and go to sleep. I'll possibly see you tomorrow. Toodles.